It's a good question. Number one, I was a Democratic caucus. You ever been to a caucus? No, you haven't. You're a lying, dog-faced pony soldier. You said you were, but now you got to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you.
There he is, breathing heavily into the microphone, the man the geniuses in Washington picked to protect the Democratic Party from the great socialist threat, babbling about John Wayne movies that don't even exist. After him, they're putting all their hopes into two tiny mayors propped up by immense piles of cash. It's hilarious, if nothing else. Joining us tonight to make sense of it is our friend, author, and columnist Mark Steyn. Mark, what is happening?
Well, actually, just first of all, Tucker, that I don't think it is a John Wayne movie. I think he's referring to a movie called Pony Soldier, in which Tyrone Power played a Mountie up in Canada. And,
1952. That's exactly right.
Yeah. 1952. So I don't know whether he just got confused here. We call on the Democrats. We look to them to speak truth to power. Joe Biden was speaking truth to Tyrone Power. Admittedly, almost 70 years after he made the movie, but better late than never. This is only a surprise. Everyone knows, I think I said it on your show, that Joe Biden was at his strongest the day he announced, and it's all been downhill. And it's sad to see that rather pitiful group of my fellow granite staters singing Joe Biden's back. I've got no problems with Joe Biden's back. The problem is Joe Biden's front. When you look at him, when you look at his face, when you look at his mouth, it's clear that his heart isn't in this. And that was obvious you can't have legacy candidates. They tried that 4 years ago. And now they're stuck in the worst of all worlds. They need someone. Oh, there we go. Joe Biden's back. It's, you know, if you want a good back song, My Boyfriend's Back by the Angels. number 37 in 1961. That's the one. Forget Joe Biden's back. Now I'm all distracted by Joe. I don't want to think about Joe Biden's back. They've got the same problem that the Republicans had 4 years ago. Who can take out Bernie? And none of these guys can take out Bernie. And my only disagreement with what you said, Tucker, was when you mentioned Amy Klobuchar. And we all dismiss her as the sensible shoes candidate and all the rest of it. But on that stage, when they were asked which of them would have a problem with a socialist candidate, in other words, they're actually being asked, which of you guys is ready to take out Bernie? The only one who said she did have a problem with the socialist candidate was, in fact, Amy Klobuchar. And I generally take the view that who dares wins here. And she was the only one on that stage to actually show any courage.
Isn't it telling, though, that their reflex is to, and I think that's a very smart point, their reflex, though, is to go right to the billionaire. You know, they've got a problem, and the billionaire's going to save them from the problem. I mean, what does that tell you about them?
Well, I think they're different from the Republicans. The Republicans wanted to get rid of Trump and couldn't find a way to do so honestly. Right now on the Democrat side, we're having serial malodorousness. Starting from the Iowa poll that wasn't released, then the Iowa caucus.
That's right.
Now, whoever wins, as the joke has it, whoever wins New Hampshire, that will give them a lot of momentum going into the Iowa caucus results, which might well be re-caucused. So they interfered in that. Now they're trying to interfere by bringing back superdelegates, by putting the billionaire on the stage. All these are sticks of dynamite that the Yosemite Sams of the Democrats and the media keep shoving down their pants. And each one of them so far, starting with impeachment, has actually blown up in their faces.
That's right.
And they still keep shoveling the dynamite down their pants.
And it just couldn't happen to better people. It's wonderful to watch. Made my day every day. Mark Steyn, great to see you. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Tucker.